welcome to the Aquamarine League 4v8 tournament round 2. We are once again on Mars, and let's cast this, guys. I'm joined with Rhahi and ManyCopies. What do you think about this map?
Well, unlike the last time, we are on water ice Mars than dry ice Mars, which can make some big difference when there is... I guess there's no nuke on the map, so just go for water.
I'm liking a robot in the lower right corner due to the aluminum iron tiles there.
Yeah.
Tiles.
The problem with that found is just a lack of water, unfortunately. Yeah. You might have to be on the top side of this map.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you're a robot, you can afford to do water later.
That's an interesting first found.
But judging because we have a 120 loot price, you will want to be close to water in the early game.
I would have, where that scar found it, I would have rather done an elite. I agree with Kat, just because of the silicon and iron. And even where that scar is, there are two little water tiles, which means you could have gotten a nice little pair of solar condensers next to your base.
Okay, DT funding robot on where you pointed out.
DT takes my exact spot where I would have found it.
Yeah. So another concern for me about this found that I didn't say, but I'll say now because I actually did it. Like glass is 40 and electronic is 200, so you're going to be paying 5 times as much than all the other factions just to get your upgrade resource, which might be a real problem because the way to make the way to make money early is by making food, which is also the one thing he doesn't really have easy access to. But he will certainly have a lot of metal, so I don't know, we'll see.
He can possibly, if he goes in on HQ2 to actually building electronics factories, which he's doing, I think it works out, and here's why. Because the colony is consuming them, so he can just make the amount that he needs and sell the rest, so he gets a different high market that no one else is in.
Yeah.
And he's doing a very cute robotic configuration.
Issue 2, Cat is the only player to go into farms, which I see as a big problem for everyone else. Farm is so superior that I expect like 3 players to be in it, and if she gets to be in it on her own, I feel like this is really game deciding.
Yeah. It makes sense why DT isn't in it.
Yeah. And I guess Rhahi, I don't know, it doesn't make sense that Rhahi found it where he found it at all. This is not first found material. Yeah, I would like to see that scar at least be in the water. He can use this ice to get water.
Yeah, because Rhahi is also far from water. It's better to be near the water and have to ship in a little bit of carbon rather than...
Yeah.
It is also very cramped.
It is. But we'll see. Cat realizing the importance of the food market and gooning it, so now she's very hard to stop. But power is also in the emerging market. Let's see if anyone can take advantage of that.
An elite HQ has been upgraded.
Well, Rhahi was the first to HQ3, but Cat is not far behind.
I have a feeling that the person who also makes power is going to be her. Because I guess she does not have that much silicon. But it's 21 right now, so if she... As soon as she grabs some food money, she can buy the silicon. 99 she can buy right now. And convert it into solar panels.
I'll go heavier into food, I think. Like, if you're alone in food, I mean, the price is still rising and you're producing it. Produce more of it, make all the money.
Well, she's actually going to go into solar panels, which is also not a bad play considering the price of
then
power.
Why not both?
Yeah, I guess you can do
food.
She can't finish the turn. Ah, she's going for the line of solar, sorry.
Line of solar.
Death Tacticus going into triple wind turbines, it looks like.
Oh, that's a heavy commitment. So robots like scavs don't get that many claims, so putting 3 on them on like wind turbines away from your base means like you're never getting back. So let's hope that power doesn't get crashed.
Well, the other nice thing, at least as a robot, is he's going to consume power instead of the life support resources, so he'll have a bigger power pull anyway. So
to me, what's odd is that he did not go for the 3 aluminum tiles right above the hill, right next to him, and he went for triple very strong tiles, which might make sense, but considering that you might want to rotate these things later, maybe it was not the best choice.
Or even if you did a different configuration out there, and not on all the aluminum tiles, but a different one, at least it'd be nearby your base.
What do you think about this DT play I'm seeing right now? Wow. So Kim started at $40. When he bought into it, it was 57. After he put all his money into it, it's now 90, and he managed to get 200 of it. So he's not producing it, but he still built the hack array, and he's now shorting it.
I think it's going to work out somewhat nicely because Kat is consuming it with her pleasure dome, and the colony has started building laboratories to start consuming it. So it should start rocketing up, and he might be able to make a nice little bit of cash here.
Yeah, he will definitely get like more than his investment back, but he will make a lucrative market that he is not equipped to enter. It's my worry.
Well, he has a high carbon tile, so
Price manipulations to begin shortly. A new
yeah, the party is difficult with just a few, but yeah, we'll see. It's an interesting play for sure, and yeah, this is. I don't think it's majority buyout territory, but he will get a nice influx of money here. Yeah. Just suggest maybe hacking electronics would be better, and that would probably be better long term. Worse short term. We'll see.
Well, he also wants to upgrade his electronics, so.
And Cat and Rhahi both on HQ4. Cat.
Yeah.
Doing really
also, I'm not such a huge fan of his wind turbine play because he has a geothermal vent right by his base. Just pop out a little geothermal borehole and you're good for a lot of your power.
Yeah.
Pattern play is definitely an option when the camp started at 40.
Rhahi once again shipping a lot. But he's now established in the life support market, shipping in that water. Got Scar lagging behind a bit, also getting into farms finally. I think nobody's in the reactor.
Kat is actually just going into a triangle of reactors. She's basically doing all water, pleasure dome there, and she's converted her power over to chemical refineries.
Yes, that is very nice transition, very timely manner. This is going to bring her the money that she might be able to connect into a buy.
DT sticks into the hack until it finishes and he sells out and just upgrades. His next hack is a power hack, which is coming soon. So I guess makes some sense with this. So like because he cannot change the wind turbines, then he can just change the price of power, right? And he saw Cat move out of the solar panel, so it's reasonable. And coming up is an electronics hack.
To a lot more steel as well. So
I like the hack. It's the moment Cat transitions out of this power and the power hack goes in. It's now going to reach 100.
Yeah, it's very nice. And he is concerned about his hack getting interfered with, so he power surges Rhahi's electronics factories, who is the only other electronics producer on this map. That way he will feel more comfortable buying into his own hack that's coming up right now. There we see him buying into it.
And Rhahi has been hit by 2 power surges and just his base is shut down.
I'm not sure why Cat decided to hit that. That's rough.
Yeah, this hack.
Cat is transitioned out of farms into power.
Yeah, and the irony is that
again.
food is still good.
And 2 mutinies go down. Oh man, mutinies on solar panels.
No, that's their hologram. Pleasure Dome.
Available to the highest bidder.
Yeah, that medium water is actually a pleasure dome, which is a very nice weird space to hide it in.
Oh, that one.
Expansive
Alright,
HQ
that's-
has been upgraded.
So yeah, I have no idea why Cat moved out of the farms instead of the chems, like Liza.
Sold.
But it's
I think
a very
it's
interesting
because
game.
she's going into an optimization center, and she knows she's going to need to do chems because she's an elite.
Rhahi took the upgrade to HQ5, and DT smelled blood in the water, going after this, which is power money. And
so
he's
has-
about to get bought out.
Yep, and so is Cat, and he's in D-debt. So there's going to be a majority buyout on Rhahi here.
Rhahi is
Mhm.
out. So to punish this, the other players need to come up with like 200k of money, and DT needs 90k to defend himself. And it's quite possible that they manage to punish him. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, his own stock price is rising because of this stock buy from Cat and that Scar coming in.
Black market is open for business.
Yeah,
and
it's
his electronics are frozen out.
It's dangerous. He's not going to make it at this rate.
yeah. Huh. I feel like this really benefits Cat.
Yes, it does.
That Scar doesn't have that much going on for him, while Cat has at least the optimization center.
Mhm.
Well, I think it will depend on who gets more of what.
They'll split them
After this
50-50 here.
buy. If it's a 50-50, it may be equal. I mean, Cat is... Oh, he's starting to buy into Cat.
Alright,
That Scar.
Right.
this makes DT smile.
Mhm.
I mean, I'm not sure I was fair when I said that DT has a big advantage with that Scar, because I just noticed her debt is actually quite significant.
Mhm. Yeah, that's why I was like, if they split it 50-50, if that Scar had split with Cat 50-50, I think he would have been fine.
Yeah.
Because he also could have bought stock and made his stock price so much better.
This
than
dust storm
Cat's.
is huge. This dust storm is huge. If Cat has 4 solar panels, DT has 3 wind turbines. And the wind turbines are doubled, the solar panels are halved.
To the highest bidder.
Look at him, he has 100k now in power money. Really nice.
He's in
Right.
good position now.
Yeah. So that
Cat
Scar,
might have.
I'm not sure. I would like to like interview him after this. It's an interesting choice. The game goes on.
Cat might have a pleasure dome making 377.
Expansive
DT has a sub that makes 522.
So the sub is now
Oh, yeah.
70-30 split with Cat.
Oh, that Scar didn't even buy out the remaining shares in Rhahi.
Yeah,
That could have been a possible plan.
that Scar doesn't really have anything going for him now. No advanced buildings, no subsidiaries. We'll see if it can change
Yeah.
that. Wow.
Just
Yeah. So sometimes you got to be a little bold in off-world. And if he had taken out
hacker arrays
DT, punishing him for that majority buyout when he was on secure, he could have been in a better position. Now DT is just,
Making
even though
a
he's an
move.
HQ behind, he's got a cash cow.
Yeah, I think.
Not sure if that's great choice. Like upgrading and get access to this food and water market might have been more profitable long term. Because if he does not do it, Cat is going to do it. She's going to make the money out of it, and she can pay down debt or do something else. So if the DT does, because DT does not have that much money production outside of the subsidiary, he might not be able to connect this into a buy.
I think the reason he did it is he realizes he needs water to make more money, so he doesn't really need more claims because to use them he needs water. I guess he could ship water.
begin shortly.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It's an interesting move for sure. He did get the stock on the sheep. Cat was in D to D+1 during the buy.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, striking her water pump. Like if these water pumps ever get to actually pump water, Cat's gonna be rich. Also, I think yeah, that Scar moving into a lot of ice solid condensers trying to get that water money.
Yeah.
So he's the one benefiting from this water war right now.
Well, that Scar has quadruple solar condensers that are just flying water, like no one's business. I mean, there could be some great magnetic storm potential here. And the game has decided it's time for patents.
Mm-hmm. I must say, playstyle-wise, I really like DT here. This is my kind of jam. I'm also a proponent of early hacking and majority bias and stuff.
I like that going into nanotech when electronics is so ridiculously expensive.
Oh yes. Actually, he might be able to pull this off. He needs 100k, 100k, right? 150.
He needs 150, yes. Although he currently doesn't even have his own stock. If somebody attacks him, he will need to pay down 100k to protect himself. Honestly, like, that Scar is rich now. I don't know. Yeah, it's a water money, right?
Yeah, because his water money was just rolling, and no one was stopping him. He's starting to go into an off-world, which is disguised as a pleasure dome. Considering pleasure domes, regular pleasure domes aren't that great. Okay.
As soon as DT finishes the...
No, nobody did.
What happened?
Okay, so that Scar. Sorry, I didn't hear what you said. But that Scar mutinied Cat's elemental quarry, disconnecting the electrolysis reactor, and then they all shipped. There was 120 fuel in the air. She didn't manually ship them.
Oh
and
no!
there are magnetic storms for 2k. Somebody could have killed 120. There it goes again!
Mother...
Kill it! Ah!
Yes!
No.
Yes, magnetic storms! Oh!
Oh, sorry, I'm too focused on this. What were you saying, like?
I was saying that DT got this patent there for 48k, got the nanotech. As soon as he's done, he's like, I'm done with this.
Oh.
So he scrapped patent up.
Okay. Well, but Nano is a really nice patent, to be fair.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody please buy a magnetic storm. Fuel is still really valuable, by the way.
Yeah.
Which is why DT is going into a bunch of them, but he's DT is hacking down water. He's like, if I can't make profit in this market, no one can. But the demand for water, I think, is just going to be so.
Prepare for pending market adjustments.
Well,
I feel like if he's going to make that move, he should make another hack array on the empty patent tile. Oh, there's another patent point.
And
what?
Apparently, the game has decided there still need to be more patents.
I mean, I could just take this and gain, what is it, 40 electronics? 20 electronics.
20.
10k. I mean, that's his buy, right?
Yeah, that's his buy.
Yeah.
There he goes. Wow.
Alright, I like it. I like when like these weird plays work out.
Yes. Oh man, I was just like, oh, he could win that and just because you take it as debt, take the cash. And now it just doesn't matter because the Rhahi sub is pulling him. His subs are pulling him $2,000 a second.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's no way to lose.
Yeah, he's got 6 claims he hasn't used. Off-worlds are only pulling him 40k every 60 seconds. And then the price differential.
Alright, this is an advantage that Deathgar will not be able to overcome.
So I think the problem for Cat is that both DT and that Scar were power surging her water. And she really needed her water.
Yeah.
Yeah, even despite the fact that she got perfect optimizations in water, food, and fuel and chems, and no one else did any optimizing. We have one patent taken, and that's it.
Yeah, for a game with 2 patent lab auctions, it's quite an anomaly.
I mean, considering we have 3 late game factions, one of them being elite, and the person who gets a patent is the robot? And only because an auction gave him a patent lab.
Price manipulations to begin shortly.
That Scar really likes colony offroads. Yeah, he's done it again. He's the one who did it last game, right? This time he doesn't even get a bonus for it, it's just there. There's no warehouse modules in this game.
Did he have a
A new claim is available for option.
trying to think. What is that thing? No, he never had a pleasure dome there. It's not like a converted pleasure dome spot.
I'm not sure, I wasn't paying attention to pleasure domes this game, unfortunately. Alright, so DT, looking to take game 2.
Yeah. You realize that Scar was getting a tad too close. Didn't have quite that much of a lead.
Yeah, it's risky.
Off-world shipment. Make room for the
Like,
profits.
for all you know, he has 2 hologrammed off-road markets launching at the same time, and then suddenly, oh wait, he has 1 of the game more than he thought he did. Oh no, I lost the game because I'm impatient. Like, it's better to do this.
Yeah.
Let's wait another minute.
Yeah, it's going to take another minute because the Rhahi sub decided to build its own off-world market, which crashed its per second income. So it's going to take him a little bit longer, but... Let me look at the attacks. Because I think this was a black market game. And that Scar threw out 2 power surges, 3 mutinies, put down 5 spies.
He likes being sure of
And
his
DT
stuff.
threw 3 power surges and 3 mutinies. And they targeted Cat 9 times between them.
Right.
And that's probably the game right there.
Yeah, and we have the rank, so we don't have to do decisions this time.